Divorce not an always easy topic to discuss. Money, neither. But Renee Rebelo from Life Coach Financial is here to discuss ways to separate peacefully and still preserve your financial wealth. And you actually have a special designation to deal with divorcing couples.
Yes, so as a certified financial planner, you are able to get your designation of Chartered Financial Divorce Specialist. Mouthful, but what it does.
That's not a card that wraps around, right?
They give us acronyms, alphabet soup, I call it. But yeah, so what we are able to do is work in a collaborative divorce approach. So we do the financial division of assets that help couples who are separating not destroy their financial situation. So we help work in collaboration with the couple. We work with if they have a lawyer or a mediator, and it's very a cost-effective way of divorcing. So a lot of times people will say, hey, you know what, we like each other, we just don't want to live under the same roof anymore. So how do we do this? What do we do next? And I find that it's a lot of people who are approaching retirement after COVID.
Empty nesters?
Yes, a lot of that now. It's not just the young people anymore, it's the older people who have established a financial, a bunch of assets, and they're like, how do we do this? And how do we do this without costing a fortune? And so I'll get brought into the picture to help. It's funny, as a financial planner, you build assets, and as a chartered financial divorce specialist, you decumulate the assets.
Right, you're separating things.
Yes. So we look at all things. We look at taxes. We look at assets that they've accumulated. And it's not always 50-50. It's whatever is fair and equitable, because we have to take depreciation into consideration. We have to take pensions, valuations on that, insurance, risk mitigation, and then we help the couples to go their separate ways and do that. How do I do that financially? Like, what am I looking at cash flow wise? How am I not going to be renting or living on the streets, And a lot of times, even coming up to retirement, couples are like, I don't want to do what you want to do in retirement. I did, 20 years ago, but today I don't want to do that. So I get involved with a lawyer, a mediator, or just a couple that's looking to figure out how to separate their financials without having ruin.
Have you ever had a couple that's come to you and you've done this process and then they realize, okay, maybe it's better if we stay together financially?
No, and I've been doing this for 6 years.
Okay.
And I've never had any say, hey, let's stay together. However, once they walk out of my office, I'm like, why are they splitting up? They're so cute. I really like them. This sucks for them,
Yeah.
But, this is the greatest way to do it, is if it's collaborative, and it's faster. It's so much faster. Things can be done in a few months instead of taking years, and there's not all this cost involved. There is a cost for me.
Yeah, there's you think about the cost it goes to a lengthy divorce trial, like that all goes to your lawyers.
Yes. Well, the lawyer can handle the legal part of it. Absolutely, 100%. I don't give legal advice. However, they don't prefer to handle the taxation and financial part of things. So this is where they'll bring me into the background, and I help them with the net family property and division of assets, and just ensuring that nothing's forgotten. Because a lot of times there's scenarios or strategies that lawyers are good at legal things, but they don't always know the financial aspect of things. And so I can come up with different scenarios and strategies that the lawyer's like, oh, this is a great plan for both of them, or the mediator is like, hey, this is perfect, and both people are happy with that. So typically when they come into my office, I'm like, okay, what is it that's important to you? What are the things that you've already discussed? Because normally they've had a discussion already.
Yeah.
And then we try to work to attain those things for both parties involved, and do it so that it's fair and equitable in the division of assets.
You kind of see the nice side of divorce.
Yes.
In a way.
In a way.
By the time they get to your office. Okay, Renee, if you're interested, we will hook up Renee's contacts on our website, chch.com/morninglive. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.